FGR alleges boxer Julio César Chávez Jr. punished Bartel members for El Nini. According to Mexico's Attorney General's office, recently arrested boxing figure Julio César Chávez Jr. allegedly served as a henchman for Nestor Isidro Pérez Salas, known as El Nini, who once was the head of the security for Los Chapitos. Through information allegedly obtained through legal wiretaps between 2021 and 22, Chavez would beat Bartel members who made mistakes that put the organization at risk. Wiretaps of alleged drug traffickers and immigration records shared by U.S. agencies were presented as evidence as well. According to court documents cited by Reforma on November 21, 2019, the deputy attaché of ICE and HSI at the U.S. Embassy in Mexico filed a complaint with the Attorney General's office regarding arms trafficking by the Sinaloa Cartel. Based on that complaint, the Specialized Prosecutor's Office for Organized Crime, FEMDO, of the FGR initiated an investigation, initially legally tapping the suspect's phone from December 11, 2021 to June 11, 2022. In one of the cited calls, the subject, identified as HNI2, reported that El Nini had ordered a subordinate to be strung up as if he were a punching bag, and then called upon the boxer Chavez Jr. to physically punish him. You played yourself if they got proof of that. These punishing beatings were allegedly doled out for mistakes that would have warranted unaliving. That wouldn't have warranted unaliving. The Bartel member had brought his girlfriend with him to a safe house where snatched hostages were being held at. HNI2 says that's why he calls Julio, to beat him up, to string him up, and this one, Julio, grabs them like a punching bag. He says that when Chavez fought Canelo to last the 12 rounds, the guy is stupid. He's strong. Canelo hit him, but he endured it. So imagine the beating he gives them. That Nini tells them that if you endure the blows from that guy, he's going to leave you there. And if not, well, you're going to be unalived. Another conversation intercepted by the FGR, but this is conversations between other people saying things about Julio César Chávez. Whose phone was tapped? I ain't heard him say a word. Another conversation intercepted between Mark Garcia Rodriguez, El-22, and German Gonzalez, again mentions Chavez Jr., mentions that Nini has gotten into trouble, that now he's been hanging around with artists, with Marquitos Toys, Julio César Chávez Jr. at Gordo Toys, and that when they called him at night, they're there, the report states. In a video found by Millennial, Marquitos Toys can be seen alongside the boxer showing off some luxury cars. In the recording, the influencer can be heard telling Julio César Chávez Jr. that he's hesitant to upload the video because since it features a Lamborghini, people are starting to wonder where the money's coming from. The boxing legend's son replies that it's fine, that is what he deserves. Authorities allegedly discovered that the vehicle seen in the video belonged to El Nini's collection of luxury cars. They also apparently discovered that the vehicle was on property linked to Sinaloa Cartel. I gotta call Eddie on his racist bullshit. That sounds weak to me. That sounds like they ain't got shit. That sounds like they got a bunch of motherfucking clout chasers talking on the phone. Because that's what they are. They want to TikTok you their Lamborghinis. They want to TikTok you their watches. They're on the phone talking shit. They're on the live stream talking shit. It's all entertainment purposes. And I'm not saying that in the sarcastic sense of the word. They're doing what clout chasers do. He's standing there having a conversation with a dude with a Lamborghini. No big deal. But I don't hear no evidence right there. Now, is Nini going to roll up Chavez Jr.? And is his testimony enough? In one of the cited calls, a subject identified as reported that a Nini had ordered it. Nah, that's dude talking on the phone, man. Y'all be thirsty and picking and choosing when it's when it's convenient. This seems weak. Seems like he don't have to tell on nobody. Seems like somebody tried to tell on him. But this seems like a bullshit reach. A guy talked to a guy. I think that story is blown out of proportion. I think they're trying to railroad him. I think somebody talked on him and is trying to make those connections. I think if he got good lawyers that play it slick, he's just around some dudes he shouldn't have been around, and they're telling stories. Because I don't hear nothing concrete on them wiretaps. But one clout chaser talking to another clout chaser. about what another clout chaser did with another clout chaser. Literally. Should Chavez Jr. tell the truth? What's the truth? I don't know. They got to say nothing unless they got proof that he did any of that shit. And hearing two dudes talk, I don't know how much proof that is. Didn't they have a bunch of bullshit gun cases? And where'd he get all of those? Like, what's happening? But what I heard right there, that shit is light. Business partner of boxer Canelo Alvarez suspected of money laundering for the CJNG fuel thieves. Following last week's ICE arrest and accusations of Sinaloa cartel ties of boxer Julio César Chávez Jr., Mexican news outlets Reforma also cited numerous sources regarding the ties of a Mexican businessman who is a partner in a gas convenience store company with famed Mexican boxer Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez is widely regarded as the face of modern boxing and is arguably one of the most popular athletes on the planet. He is a 17-time world champion across 4 weight divisions and is also a 2-time undisputed super middleweight champion. And he will put that title on the line against Terrence Crawford on September 13th. Apart from his ventures inside the ring, Canelo has also been just as successful outside of it. His empire includes a boxing promotion, gas stations, a cocktail company, clothing line, and more. He also runs a chain of convenience stores known as Upper by Canelo Energy. They grab Canelo, he's snitching. But should he though? What do you think he should do also? What do you think Canelo should do? Huh? What do you think Canelo should do? If you Canelo, you got all his money, his fama, his businesses. What you doing? What you gonna tell him to do also? I can see it in Canelo's eyes. Says, oh man, you guys are like snitch whisperers and shit, huh? You guys can see everything. You and the Eddies of the world. Wow, what a bunch of fucking jerk offs. You can see everything, huh? You can't even see it in yourself in your own eyes. You don't have nothing to say. There's nothing to say. According to AIFA, an associate of Canelo named Eric Daniel Zamora Delgadillo has been accused of using the convenience store chain in his company, Eco Carburante, for illegal activities, including the distribution of stolen fuel and laundering money for the Jalisco Nueva Generación cartel. Delgadillo has a checkered past, and before his involvement with Canelo Energy, he served as president of a company called Agricola Borreal. The company was sanctioned by OFAC in 2016 for alleged drug trafficking and money laundering ties to Los Queenies. Apart from that, Delgadillo is also the representative of another Mexican company called Impulsora de Productos Sustentables, which has been linked with fuel theft. Delgadillo is reportedly also an associate of Jose Isabel Murruguia Santiago, brother of former mayor of Tuchiclan Municipality, Jose, get the fuck out of here, El Choco, has often attended Canelo Alvarez's fights in the United States. The former Tuchiclan mayor was recently arrested for organized crime links connected to the scandal of the Rancho Izaguri training camp compound discovered in Tuchiclan with body-burning pits and the belongings of forced recruitment snatching victims. The government said there was no pits. There was no pits. Canelo's yet to make any public comment regarding his reported association with Delgadillo. Army airport fuel scandal. The Ministry of National Defense, now called Defensa, responded to a report accusing the Felipe Angeles Engineering Group of having acquired diesel allegedly stolen during the construction of the Felipe Angeles International Airport. The accusation alleges that the fuel was purchased from Eco Carburante S.A., the CV, a company allegedly linked to Huachicol. This situation raised alarms due to the project's profile and the Army's direct involvement in the project. In response to the controversy, Defensa clarified that the contract was signed in accordance with the law and that the supplier company was part of the official registry with no sanctions, investigations, or accusations against it at the time of the awarded contract. Of course not. In addition, he detailed that the traceability of the fuel was verified with Pemex and that the public money allocated to the project was audited year after year between 2019 and 2022. by both internal bodies and the Superior Audit Office of the Federation, without any anomaly related to the purchase of diesel having been detected. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Nobody goes straight to jail.
You're stealing, right to jail. You're playing music too loud, right to jail, right away. You're driving too fast, jail. Slow, jail.
Canelo should stay away from the Bartels. Move to another country if you need to. Canelo says he's with his people. Respeto. Good luck with that. Where's the money? Where there's money, there's attention. Absolutely. If Canelo's papers get taken, he ain't gonna trip. All his fights would just be in Dubai. Period. Why you yelling, Smoke a Lot? I don't think Canelo knew what was going on around his circle. He's always in that boxing ring. Yeah, he got businesses, man. He got businesses. He got shit going on. He can't train to whoop your ass and then be worried about, who's doing what. Somebody got to handle that. Whoever fails that mission, that's on them. But they on everybody's ass. If you have a little bit of a connection, family connection, business connection, internet connection, if you share somebody's Wi-Fi, man, they on your ass right now. So what do you think? Canelo's in the clear here. His boy in the business, that's his business, whatever connections he got. Hit the like button if you have yet to do so.